Yo, it's your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another video. Galatasaray 3, Tottenham 2. And it's quite easy in this video to say I told you so, and that's it. And there's a reason why I say I told you so. I admit I only watch the highlights of the game because obviously I'm enjoying my holiday. But the reason for making this video is leaders. That's the subject of the video, leaders. Because that's a subject that I've heard so many times from people saying we ain't got no leaders in the team. And funny enough, there was someone who said that. Oh yeah, someone who said that. Said it on the Football Terrace, which by the way, showing you how to do things on the Football Terrace. By the way, make yourself known. You know what I mean? Other than people that waffle and say that we need to be humble. But anyway, moving on. You know, who was the person that actually said it? Oh yeah, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment, the ratings killer, the badass of YouTube, the people that don't want to hear what they want to hear. But when we win, oh no, we can't say anything because we need to be happy. Don't say anything. But when I'm saying these things, when we win, we don't want to hear it. But when people say what you're saying now, it's like, where were you? Where were you? This is the point. The thing is, though, like I said, our standards are so low. And that's it. Because we don't see the wood from the trees. And that's why we get laughed at as a football club. And that's it. But when you look at what happened to yesterday, it's what I've been complaining about. Backups. When I talk about backups, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, we've got our second team out. Well, that shouldn't be a second team. That should be players that want to compete to get into the first team. If they're not competing, you should be at the club. Because if you want backups, get Harry Winks back, get Bergwijn back, get Perisic back, get Lamela back, get Sissoko back. They were all backups that we said were not good enough for the club. So now they're saying that Davis is not good enough. But when he came on against Aston Villa, oh, he looked good for Dragerson. So why was that? Oh, maybe because they didn't play so high line. That's on the manager again. The manager that everyone makes excuses for. And these people will watch this video and say, oh, you're having a meltdown, Mr. Box Office. Watch the other videos and you'll see I haven't been making a meltdown. I've been telling you this. That's why the video says in the title, I told you so. And I'll keep on saying I told you so, even if we win. Because the fact is, I don't like the squad. The youngsters. Yes, Archie Gray, good ball. Good assist from Johnson. Lancaster, good goal. Good equalising goal. But first half, a mess. Galatasaray should have scored so many goals. Osman was... I mean, he should have had 4 or 5 goals in that first half. Especially in the second half, let's be honest as well. Our defence was an absolute mess. The first goal from Galatasaray, I mean, what you don't do is you give them a chance. We gave him a chance and it was a fantastic strike, I've got to be honest. An absolutely brilliant strike on the volley and that's it. Good equalising goal from Tottenham, yes. But this is the problem. And people will say, oh, we ain't got Van der Ven, we ain't got Romero, we ain't got this player, we ain't got this player. But we all knew the squad was not good enough in the summer. But it was a Tottenham team, that Tottenham hierarchy and Ange saying, no, this is the best squad we've got. It's better than last season. And look what's happened. People give credit to Basuma. Cool. People give credit to Bentancur. Cool. Still don't rate them. Because at the end of the day, They only turn up when it really doesn't count, and that's it. They need to be consistent. Where are those experienced players to help out the youngsters, which is what I was complaining about in the summer? We have not got our priorities right, and that's it. But this is the thing. We like to say these things when we're losing, but we don't want to advise these things when we're winning. Yeah, I'm big enough to say give the team credit when we win. But I don't repeat it how many times, and that's it. But the whole thing about leadership, I told you, Son is not a good captain. He's a nice guy. I said, oh, no, he's a good captain. People are telling me he's a good captain. Well, look what's happened. Look what's happened. It's quite simple for me. Like I said, and it's not that I'm going over the top. I'm saying it's being consistent what I said. You need to show me where this is going. And I'll still have the same energy. But you get the same idiots, and they are idiots, saying, oh, you're going over the top, you're too this way, that way, this way. Same people that can't debate me because they've got no bottle to do it. They need protecting. The same people that go on TalkSport and all these channels don't have the bottle because they're more worried about their standing in the fan base than actually making themselves known to other people. Some of the nonsense I've heard being away has been a joke. Has to be an absolute joke. This manager, Postecoglou, and I'm standing by what I say. I don't like this manager. I'm hands out. I've been hands out for a long time. To be honest with you, it's got to a point now where he's got to do a lot more to prove to me this guy's our manager right now, for me. And that's it. Like I said, because for me, I didn't need that much persuasion with Postecoglou. Well, Pochettino taking about a year and a half. But it was organic. And he didn't moan. He didn't complain. He's shown us that he's a good coach. And that's it. So when the doubters were doubting, he proved himself. Yes, he didn't win nothing. But he wanted to rebuild, and that's it. We've got to move on from that because that's been and done. Martin Jol proved himself. That's the thing. Postecoglou's proved nothing to me. All he's proven that he talks too much and he says a lot but doesn't really back it up. Yeah, okay, Aston Villa. But I said I don't enjoy the way we play. This is not great football to me. This is Conte's football. This is Conte's football for me. It's just put a name on it. I don't see it as brilliant football. It doesn't get me off my seat. The players that we've got are not getting me off my seat. Too many nice guys. No composure in the team. And that is going to undo us in the next coming seasons. Because if you're going to play this game of this pressing football, this high energy football, you only can go so much in a season. You see what's happened with Man City. Injuries are piling up in this team and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop if we keep on playing this way. With the amount of games we have got, and that's it. Yes, people will say, oh, you're going over the top because it's one loss in the Europa League. But if you look at the other couple of games, we've got away with one. We've got away with it because they didn't take their chances. That's it, simple. The whole point, you see what's happened with Van der Ven, which we all told you. It's going to clip that hamstring, and look what happened. I was actually going to make a video on The fact that Romero needs to be dropped for Dragerson and put Davis there. But if they're not good enough, they're not good enough. But these were the players that we said were good enough. We've got a good enough squad. And if you're saying that you can't trust Dragerson now, the defender that you got from it's Italian league, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, he made substitutions in the second half. Brought on the first teamers. And it saved us a little bit. But again, it proves to me that we haven't got a good enough squad. The people like Archie Gray, Burval, even though Gray put a good ball through to Johnson to make an assist for Lancaster, they need to go on loan. We put too much pressure on them. We put them in a position where we need to use them. And then now people are saying, oh, they're young. They're young. They're young. No. You said you're impressed with them in training. So if you're impressed with them in training, you play them. You said you're impressed with them in training for the squad. They're good enough for the squad. You play them. Don't just play them when we're winning 3-0 against Manchester United or winning against Aston Villa 3-1. And then, oh yeah, put Archie Gray on because he needs a couple of minutes. That shows that you don't trust him. That shows that he's not ready. If he's ready for the squad, you play him when you need him. Play him in the position that you've got him for, in the defensive role. But you don't trust him, don't you? He's trying to do his apprenticeship and everything else, and it's just not working. The leaders in this team are not good enough. And that's on the manager, because he picked the leaders, the captain of the club, the vice captains of the club. So this is on the manager. You're saying that you need to leave it to the players to work it out. Well, you've done the wrong thing, because you know that you've not put the right sort of captain who's going to actually lead and actually know what to do, which is actually going to calm players, young players down, take them below their wing and just calm them down. Because like I said, in big teams, you have leaders. And that's why they go on to win trophies, and that's it. Because we have not got to the best of it right now in the Europa League. And people are now talking about the away form. Well, it's quite easy to do things at home. Yeah, well done. You've been consistent at home. Tottenham Hotspur games, home games. But in away games, they're crucial as well. And that's going to determine whether you are going to be successful in cup competitions in the main, and that's it. Because you never know when you're going to get a very difficult away tie, and that's it. Yeah, it don't look bad in the face of things. 3-2. We gave it a good go when you look at it. But all the problems I've been saying about arrogance, swag, composure, and leadership are all highlighted from what I've seen yesterday at Galatasaray. And it's been a highlight of what I've seen over the season. Why I can't back this? Because I don't just support your club and shut up. What I do is be honest and tell the truth, and that's it. And like I said, truth hurts, and that's it. Not really much else to say on this. Goalkeeper Foster, well, I think it's quite clear now that we should have really put Spence in the squad. But again, this squad problem has been a long time problem of Tottenham's for a long time, ever since Pochettino, and that's it. It's pretty much an unleashing from Mr. Box Office. Like I said, I've just seen the highlights, but like I said, sometimes when people are talking the truth, maybe you shouldn't be too harsh on them. Because then when you're saying that we're being flip flops, maybe you need to respect the fact that we are being consistent. It takes a lot for me to say I was wrong, but let's be honest here. I'm not wrong at all right now. Nothing's changed my mind. No one's changed my mind because it don't take over one game to change my mind. It takes over a season, maybe over 2 seasons to change my mind. And that's being consistent of what you think. And that's it. Like I said, I know what a good player is. I don't need stats to tell me that. Kulu, sorry, people have said it quite clearly. I don't think he'll be here if you want to play expansive football. If you want counter-attacking football, that's the man you want, and that's it. Now, listen, I know we've got Ipswich next, and we are more likely to win that game because Ipswich have not been great this season. And there's a really good chance because we're at home as well. But I'm still not convinced. I think we're going to run out of steam at the end of the season. We're going to play like this, especially with the players we've got. I know that we've got a lot of injuries, like I said, but that's on us. We all knew that we needed a stronger squad, and we didn't get a stronger squad. And we haven't got the quality and the players that have got skill and that composure and those elements that I've mentioned that is giving me confidence that we're going to do anything. And I've got no confidence in the manager, and that's it. So adding it all together, I've got nothing really to go on, and that's it. And that's why I've been like the way I've been like. And the thing is, though, I do thank you, my comment section, because you motivate me even more. And I mean the people that support, but also the haters. Because I respond to all the haters, and I love them. I love the haters. And I want more of you to come on the channel and start hating as well. Because the thing is, though, you make me see why I'm still going to be running this channel how many times, and that's it. And it just even more motivates me because all you do is just have a go and just insult me. And you've got nothing to come back at me about football-wise about this team. You still say, I still think, yeah, we're not that bad, but we're not as good as what people are saying. And that's it. I'm sorry. I know what a good player is. And that's it for me. And for me, it is on the manager, mainly now on the manager, because now, like any era right now, it's about systems and how they want to play. And as far as I'm concerned, it's all on Ange. He controls it all. He's given the players more control as well, trying to figure it out for themselves. That's on the manager. I'm sorry. Ange Postecoglou, this type of football, not getting players that are better quality, and yeah, you can get better quality wingers, better quality strikers, better quality midfielders that have got more quality in terms of experience as well, better defenders rather than waiting for the defenders that are on loan, saying we don't want to book them halfway. And maybe even having a goalkeeper that can compete with Vicario, because Vicario has been looking shaky on corners and set pieces. That's on the manager. And that's it. But again, I'd like to see some of the comments, see your comments to see what your thoughts are on the game. And they'll see what happens there. But I'll be back soon in the UK. And trust me, there's going to be unleashing from Mr. Box Office like no other. And no one's safe. Because Mr. Box Office hasn't even got started. He hasn't even got started. And that's all I need to say, and that's it. Let's like, subscribe and comment. And put your notifications on. Because we're going straight to the moon. Mr. Box Office TV. And you don't know what's coming, and that's it. Because this team, I might love my team, but I ain't going to give them an easy ride like anyone else. And those people that criticise me, and say, oh, you're too much, you're too much. You obviously can't handle the main event. And I know who can handle me. And those are the people I've got respect for, and that's it. And that's all I need to say. That's all I'll say today. As I go back to my holiday in Dubai, as we move on to another hotel, my last part of my trip. And as always, like we always wrap up this video, if you didn't know, get to know, support your boy, Mr. Box Office, subscribe and like, and come on you Spurs. And I'm out.